What's going on, YouTube? So today we're going to take a look at a play out of the New England Patriots playbook. The formation is gun, ace, wing, tight end, and the play is slot screen. Now typically anytime you run a screen pass, you don't want to run it against man coverage, whether it's a wide receiver screen, an FL screen, a halfback screen. Those are bad news against man coverage. They can work, but we all know that against man coverage, chances are you're going to get tackled for a loss. Today, I'm going to show you how to beat man coverage using this slot screen. Now, this might work out of other slot screens in Madden 25. I just happened to notice this in gameplay footage, and that's why I decided to hop in. There's a scheme that I'm working on that I'm going to be putting on YouTube, but it's quite long, and I just didn't want this to go unnoticed. I figure a lot of people wouldn't have patience for that, wouldn't really watch the video and discover that the slot screen works against man coverage. So we're just going to go to regular two-man under, and the only adjustment we're going to make is put the halfback on a wheel route. We're going to roll out immediately every time, and if the halfback is open, then we're just going to hit him. Whether it's zone, maybe there's a purple there, maybe it's man coverage and they're blitzing, the halfback could be open. Now as I ran that play though, doubtful, but did you notice anything? Well, not going to ask you to rewind, so we'll get into replay mode. Oh, and by the way, lesson for T. Davis. This is how you run instant replay in practice mode. You don't go way up into the rafters like this and try to like work your way around lights and crazy stuff like that. You just get down here nice and quick. Okay, so little lesson for T. Davis. Worst I've ever seen in instant replay in practice mode. So, man-to-man coverage. Do you notice? Okay, one more time. So it's man coverage, but this defender right here that's supposed to be covering this wide receiver is actually covering the tight end by default no matter what. Unless, of course, we put this wide receiver on a route, then he will cover him. But on this play, even though he's blocking, he's going to cover the tight end. And what that's going to do is essentially just give us an extra blocker. So to show you what I mean, I'm going to put the tight end on a slant route. We're just going to roll out. Just run out of bounds. And I'm going to show you that he's covering the tight end. So like I said, now what we have is we have the wide receiver getting ready to catch the pass. We've got the blocker that's going to block the defender there. We've got this extra blocker here just to pick up any garbage. And now we've got these two guys out there. So if we just leave the tight end on its default route, then the defender is going to just go right to midfield, and it's going to be easy pickings. So we just roll out. We get a nice little block right there, and we're gone. So all we're going to do is basically, our opponent's going to be making adjustments, but he's going to have to decide who to cover, right? Is he going to cover the wheel? Is he going to cover the screen? And the great thing about this is this formation has the FL screen. It also has some nice run plays as well. And I mean, it's man-to-man coverage, right? So there's only one defender out there. And then we just block them, pick up the yards. Let's do this again. And if nobody's out there, we can just hit that for the safe yardage. Rolling out is such a glitch in Madden 25. It's not as bad on next gen as it was on the 360 and PlayStation 3. But as soon as you get outside the box, like just take a look, okay, at these hash marks right here, right? As soon as and take a look at the defender as well. So this player right here that's covering the running back. Just take a look at him as soon as I get outside the hash. See that? It's just a glitch. I mean, it's been like that for a while. Every year it's somewhat different, but you just roll out immediately, and as soon as you get outside, that's when he makes his little adjustment, and we're just going to be able to hit that all day long. If they don't use or cover it, if they don't put an extra flat out there or anything like that, and they're playing your typical two-man under, that's going to be all day long. Like I said, not as bad as current gen, but on next gen, still pretty nice. A lot of you guys that have been watching know that I put out a scheme specifically just rolling out. The other thing we can do is we actually can just lob it. So if we see that, we just lob it, and we're actually going to pick up even more yards because the defender just doesn't do anything. So it gives us a nice option because anytime you play a good opponent and they see a screen pass, I mean, just by default in their memory, they're going to run right to the screen if they can, right? They're going to see it. They're going to be like, oh, screen, and that's where they're going to go. So this gives us a nice option against man coverage to be able to get, I mean, as you can see, we just lob it, right? And I mean, look at it. At this point, like, why is he running? He's running completely backwards. So we just lob it and we go pick up a ton of yards. If it's zone and there's a purple out there, or if they're blitzing or anything like that, we're still going to be able to get that off. If all else fails, we're rolling out, just, you know, press in the stick and throw the ball away. What else am I going to say? I don't know what else I was going to say, but the screen pass is absolutely money against man. It does work against zone coverage as well. So we have that nice option you're going to see in the gameplay footage. One thing I'm going to show you real quick, because I am actually showing against a defense where the linebacker is coming from the opposite side. So that is a little bit unfair. So, okay, so nickel normal for sure. So now we're going to have the right side linebacker covering the running back, right? Okay. And then now, I mean, it's the same thing. We still get the glitch as soon as we get outside the box. And even if we want to do the lob, we're still picking up the same amount of yards. Because like I said, the defender, and I mean, if he's blitzing, then it's even worse, right? So we see here, and as soon as we get outside the box, again, just like clockwork, he just makes that little step. So we're going to annihilate man coverage. We're going to do a really nice job against zone coverage because, again, it is a screen pass, right? Any type of zone where we can throw on, just absolutely love it. I feel like it's almost like it's a completely safe play. It's not going to be 100% accurate. We've only got 2 routes. But because we're rolling out in the way that we're doing it, we're essentially not just standing back there, right? So, okay, actually, let me go into replay so I can kind of explain. So we're putting ourselves in a situation where we're running away from the blitz. And anytime you roll out like this, your vision of what's coming at you becomes much, much better. So now if a defender if this defender decides that he's going to, you know, I'm not going to say those words right in my face because I was just about to say it. But if he's about to get pressure in my face, then all we have to do is just keep rolling out and throw the ball away. If we see over here that it's a zone or whatever and we're good, then we just throw it across our body, backfield, complete the pass, run down. Or we see that the running back is open and we just throw it to him. So it's like you're not really going to make any mistakes on this play. That's what I like about it, for, you know, because I love showing plays for people that really, you know, are struggling to help them get better. So just a really nice play. Man, zone, you got nothing to lose. As long as you're not going crazy and doing stupid things and throwing the ball. Because, again, I'm actually going to go back in a replay here real quick. I get a peek at the running back, but I'm looking at 2 things at once, like kind of go back and forth, back and forth. You can always see if the running back is going to be open, but if he's not, then you just kind of move your eyeballs back over here. But then at the same time, you want to be looking over here to get a little bit of a glimpse, because if, let's just say he blitzes this guy, right, and this guy comes straight down, then now you've got all this open room over here. So you kind of want to look out of the corner of your eye if that's going to be an option. If it's not, you throw it to the running back. If it's not, you just throw it out of bounds. That's it. So a great play for anybody to be able to use mistake-free. Don't be a renegade and trying to throw it into coverage just because. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Kelsey's in the slot here for this play. 1st and 10. Throws to the right. And complete.
Well, but the quarterback had all day long, and sooner or later, these great wide receivers are going to get open.
Kelsey's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap.
And complete.
There's the tackle, but still.
Power tackle, where the left tackle is the pass blocker.
Kelsey's moved from the tight end position to the slot. Setting up screen. He makes the catch. And he is tackled down.
And he throws it there and gets another completion.
And Davis is moved from the tight end position to the slot. Looking to scramble. Screen. Makes the reception. Kelsey's moved from the tight end position to the slot. Escaping the pressure. They're setting up screen. They've got a first down now after that catch. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Setting up screen. He has the grab. That's a gain of 8.
Good job.
After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1. In trouble now. Set up screen. Makes the catch. Now they take the foot. That's 2nd down coming up. Robert Griffin III from the shotgun. In trouble now. This is a screen play all the way. And he's out of bounds.